The House committee investigating January 6 attack on the U.S. Capitol has voted unanimously to hold two former Trump advisors in contempt of Congress for their months-long refusal to comply with subpoenas. Key points. The committee found Peter Navarro and Dan Scavino to be uncooperative in the congressional probe into the Capitol riots. The committee found Peter Navarro and Dan Scavino to be uncooperative in the congressional probe into the Capitol riots. The recommendation of criminal charges now goes to the full House. The recommendation of criminal charges now goes to the full House. Approval would then send the charges to the Justice Department, which has final say on prosecution. The committee made their case that Peter Navarro, former President Donald Trump's trade advisor, and Dan Scavino, a White House communications aide under Mr. Trump, have been uncooperative in the congressional probe into the July 2021 insurrection, and as a result, are in contempt. They are not fooling anybody, Mississippi Representative Benny Thompson, the committee's Democratic chairman, said in his opening remarks. They are obligated to comply with our investigation. They have refused to do so. And that's a crime. The recommendation of criminal charges now goes to the full House, where it is likely to be approved by the Democratic majority chamber. Approval there would then send the charges to the Justice Department, which has the final say on prosecution. At Monday's meeting, lawmakers made yet another appeal to Attorney General Merrick Garland, who has not yet made a decision to pursue the contempt charges the House set forward in December on former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. The committee is investigating the circumstances surrounding January 6, 2021, when pro-Trump rioters stormed the Capitol, fueled by his false claims of a stolen election, in hopes of blocking Congress from certifying election results showing Democrat Joe Biden defeated Mr. Trump. Trump likely committed a felony, judge rules. Donald Trump likely committed crime by seeking to overturn presidential election result, a U.S. judge has ruled. Earlier on Monday, a U.S. judge ruled Mr. Trump, more likely than not, committed a felony by trying to pressure his vice president to obstruct Congress and overturn his election defeat on January 6, 2021. The assertion was in a ruling that found the House of Representatives committee probing the lie attack on the U.S. Capitol had a right to see emails written to Mr. Trump by one of his then lawyers, John Eastman. U.S. District Judge David Carter in Los Angeles said Mr. Trump's plan to overturn his November 2020 election defeat to Joe Biden amounted to a coup. The court finds it more likely than not that President Trump corruptly attempted to obstruct the joint session of Congress on January 6, 2021, Judge Carter said in a written decision. The illegality of the plan was obvious. Mr. Trump's representatives did not respond to requests for comment. Judge Carter's findings marked a breakthrough for the Democratic-led January 6 Select Committee, which earlier this month said it believed Mr. Trump might have committed multiple felonies. Wires.